You should be concerned about privacy of user data if you are a website owner. The forms that you use on your website can easily get hacked. In today's video, we are reviewing about a new form builder tool called BlockSurvey. It uses blockchain technology in the backend, and you can create end-to-end encrypted, secure forms and surveys for almost any kind of needs. In this video, we will be reviewing all the available options in BlockSurvey. Before we dive into this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest video updates. So go to Google and search for blocksurvey.io. This is the website, and right here you can see they are saying end-to-end encrypted forms and surveys for everyone. Right here you can see you can sign up for free. That is completely free, and they provide you, I think, 30 responses for free. So if you scroll down to their footer section, right here you can see they have their pricing page, and if you will click on pricing, you can see they have this free plan, and in the free plan you can collect first 30 responses for free. Then they have a standard plan and a premium plan. You can buy the standard plan for $15 per month, and you can collect up to 1000 responses, and you can also use AI credits. So BlockSurvey has a option in their dashboard that allows you to use the AI to create the questions. Furthermore, they have this premium plan as well, and if you are a team, you can use this team plan as well. So I'm not going into detail about their pricing, so let's just dive in directly into their dashboard. So I'll click on dashboard here. I have already signed up for their free plan. So right here you can see I can create up to 3 forms and get up to 30 responses for free. I have already created one training form here. So what I will do is to open this form in a new tab so that I can show you what questions I have created. So in this new tab, I will click on dashboard again so that we can get back to the dashboard. So right here you can see this is how their dashboard looks. So in the left hand panel, you have this team space. If you want, you can create more team spaces. Just type in the team space and then you can insert the team. That is useful when you will buy the team plan, but I am using the free plan right here. So right next to it, you will have this option My Teams, and all of those teams will appear right here. So right here you can see we have this option My Items. So whatever forms you will create will appear right at here. If you will create any templates, you can save them as a template and then you can reuse them as a template. All of the responses that you will get will appear right here. So let's just begin by creating a new form. So simply click on My Items, and then right in this header area, you will see this option, Create New. So click on Create New, and right here you have all of these possible options. So probably you want to start with the scratch, and then if you want, you can use the template. So if I click on the template, you can see they have a ton of templates available for almost every kind of niches right here. They also categorize these forms. So for example, if you are a crypto and blockchain, you have all of these forms already created for NFT marketplaces, NFT creator request form, airdrop claim form, and so on and so forth. So these are all the possible forms here. You can also have the self-assessment forms. These are all the possible options available. And then there you have some personality test, customer experiences, mental health assessment, education forms, and so on and so forth. These are all the templates, and you can easily use these templates. If you hover over any of these templates, you will see this preview button, and if you will click on this preview, you will see this is how this form looks. So if you will click on this take form, then you have all of these options, and then if you want, you can choose the different variations of the form. So if you want to display only one form field at a time, you can choose this option. If you want to go with the classic option, then there is the classic option, and if you want, you can also choose the conversational forms. In the conversational form, a question will appear, and then you will have the possible answer fields here. So if you will choose one of those fields, the next question will appear in that way. And if you want, you can reload that form as well. So these are all the template. In order to use any of these templates, simply click on this use template, and that particular template will get loaded. I'm not going into details that how to use this template. So we'll simply begin by creating our form from scratch. So click on Create Now button again. I'll go through this option inside this scratch form. So I'll click on this Create Form from Scratch. So once you will click on create form from scratch, you will have this option right here. So by default, you will have this option selected, that is on builder, but then you have this option settings. So let's just move forward with the builder. We'll get back to the settings option once we'll create our form. So right here, you will have to insert the title for your form. So probably I will type in assessment form. This is for the public, and then if you want, you can use a private, and that is only for your reference. That is the private title. Once you will include your title, then you can click on this welcome screen, and in the welcome screen you will see this button start. So if you want, you can change this button, and right here a title will appear. So for example, if you want to insert a title or some statement, you can insert that statement here. For example, if I insert a statement like please fill out the assessment form here. So this is how this description or this statement will appear right above this button. You can change the text of this button. So for example, for now it says start. You can change it to begin or any other thing that you want. You have the option to choose between the layout. If you want, you can choose the left align layout, right align layout, or the center layout. The center layout look fine. If you want, you can choose the timer as well. So if you will toggle this on show timer, this will toggle on the timer as well, and this will automatically calculate that how much time will it require to fill out all of those form fields that you will include inside your. So next to it, you have this option add questions by type. So once you will click on this add questions by type, these are all the fields or the form fields that are available in the BlockSurvey. So you have this frequently used field. Those are choose singles or the radio button field. This is text field, the rating field, the opinion scale, email field, phone number field, date field, contact field, and then you have identity verification fields as well. That are Stack Network, Solana Network, and Ethereum Network. Then you have this simple text field that are short text, long text, number, or the list. Then you have these choices field. You can choose the radio button, checkboxes, drop down, or multiple drop downs. Then you have this metrics option, and these are all the possible options that you have available in the BlockSurvey. So to begin with, I want to choose this short text field, and then I want to right here you will have to enter the label of your field. So I want to add the label as name, and I want to make it required here. Then in order to include more fields, simply hover over this field right here, click on this plus, and it will automatically add a new form field here. Now what you can do is to choose your field from here. So this time I want to choose an email field, and for the label of this field I will insert email. Now in order to insert more fields, do the same process. This time I want to include a phone number field, and after that we can insert a website field as well. So these fields will collect the data about the user who is submitting the form. Right next to it, I want to include some fields regarding the assessment form itself. So I already have created one form here with those fields. So I'll click on this edit button so I can copy those fields. So this is the title of this field. I'll copy this title, and this time I'll click on this plus, and instead of using this short text, what I want to do is to use the another field that is called long text. So in the long text, I'll insert this title here, and then I can include more fields. So I'll click on this plus icon here, and I'll insert another field with the trainer name. So for the trainer name, I want to have the short text field, and then right next to it we have this agree to disagree agreement field. So for the agreement field, I'll click on this plus, and then I'll insert the question here. Then from here you can see we have this select as the field. If I click here, I can choose between all of these possible options. So we have these Boolean fields, that is agree to disagree. So right here you can see this will change automatically based on the options that I will select. always, never, approve, disapprove, and all these options. You can choose between the demography. You can choose the internet Likert scale as well. So I want to use the Likert scale with the agreement field. So I'll choose this agreement and it will automatically include all of these options that are strongly disagree to strongly agree. So this is how simple it is to add any kind of Likert scale or all the other fields into your forms using the BlockSurvey. I want to include a couple of more fields. So the next field that I want to include is this part: participation and interactions are encouraging or encouraged. And then I can change this to agreement, and this will include all of those fields. Let's add one more field here, and for that field I will copy the title. I'll paste the title here, and once again I'll choose the Likert scale, that is agreement. So I'll choose this agreement scale here. There are other Likert scales available as well. Those are approval, awareness, barriers, comfortable, difficulty, familiarity, frequency, importance, influence, intensity, likelihood, performance, quality, responsibility, satisfaction, and usage. In this form field, let's choose this awareness, and right here you can see this will automatically change all of these options available right here. So in this way you can include as many form fields as you want. Then you have this option, add questions by type. If you will click on this question, this will open the same field that I was opening before. So I'll get back to our form, and right here next option that we have is add questions with UI. So if you are familiar with Chat GPT or have you ever used a Chat GPT, you should know that you use some prompts to generate the response. In this way you can use the same kind of AI. You can type in your prompt here and it will automatically generate some questions for you. So for example, I type in write 5 questions about survey quality of a free session that held yesterday. So this is the prompt. I'll simply click on generate questions. It will take some time, and right here you can see that these are all the questions that AI has generated automatically for us. If you want to change any of these questions, just simply select that question, and if you want to remove any of those questions, you can use this bin to delete those questions. Whichever question you want to add, you can check mark that, and if you want to include all of them, click on select all and then click import. And once you will click on this import button, all of these questions will be added into our form that we were creating. So right here you can see there are all the questions that AI has generated for us. Next up we have this submit screen. So right here you can configure the submit screen, but there is another way to customize the submit screen. If you want, you can add the thank you screen as well. So right here you can see this is the simple thank you screen. Right here you can change the title as well. So for now it is thank you for your time. We can change it to thank you for filling out this survey. And then you have this option to insert the button as well. So I'll add a button as go to home page, and then you can insert the URL for that button. And then the same thing, you have this option to choose between the alignments. Then you have this snowball effect. Make sure it remains active. For the branding, you can add your own logo as well, but for that you will have to upgrade your account. Or if you want, you can insert the link for your logo as well. So you also have this display logic option as well. So you can choose to show this thank you page based on certain conditions if you want. So these are all the options available inside the builder. Now let's suppose that we have created this form. Now we can go to this settings tab. So inside this settings tab, this is the general tab, or the general tab here. You can locate it here. So if I click on this begin, right here you can see we have these placeholders showing. If I toggle this off, you can see now they are not showing. If you want to make this survey password protected, you can make them password protected as well. But for that you will have to upgrade your account. And if you want bot detection, you can do that as well. For that, simply toggle this on. Next up we have this views option here. That is the same thing. this option, and this option is the same. If you want, you can choose one question at a time, or you can choose a classic layout, or you can choose the conversational layout. So you have these three layouts available for your form. So let's just stay with this one question at a time layout that we have. Then here you have this response management, from where you can check about all the possible options available for the responses. That allows you to get control over allow multiple submissions per user. If you want to enable that, keep it enabled. But I think for the surveys, users are not required to submit multiple submissions, so I'll toggle this off. And save progress automatically. This will automatically save the progress, so that next time when the user will get back to the survey, they will resume to where they have left. And then you have this question randomization. If you want, you can randomize these questions, and then you can choose between from where to where the question will randomize. And if you want, you can make this form anonymous as well. Then you have this option where you can choose between your fonts, themes, and other things. So for the font, you have all of these possible fonts available. So let's choose this form, and when I will click on this apply, so right here you can see this form has been changed. So if I apply this Noto Sans, you can see this font has been changed. So in this way, you can apply any of these fonts available. Right here you have themes. So you can choose between all of these available themes here. You can choose between the light theme or the dark theme. Both are available. So let's just go with lavender blue, that is here, or you can choose the cool red. All of these options are available for you. Then if you want to customize it with your own CSS, you can do that. In this option, you can include your own CSS. Then you have this made with BlockSurvey by default in the free plan, and they will have their made with BlockSurvey watermark or the logo. But if you will upgrade your account, you can disable this and hide this logo from here. Then there is the option for languages. You can select multiple languages for this form, and you can add the translations. But again, for the translations, you will have to upgrade your account. And then there is the option for email notifications, so that you can set up your email notifications. Now, in order to set up the email notifications, you can click on set up your email provider. Then this will get loaded. From here, click on add email, and first of all, you will have to select the email transport provider. So you have all of these options available. If you are using Gmail, click on Gmail, add your username, add your password, the profile name, and then fill out these details and click save. And it will add your email here. And if you want to collect the payments, click on collect payments, and you can choose the Stripe to collect the payments as well. Next up, you have this custom variables option. If you want to add your own variables, you can add those variables as well. Then here you have the privacy policy. If you want to include the privacy policy, just toggle this on, but for that you will have to upgrade your account. And the final thing is that you can export your form as the JSON, and then you can export as the PDF as well. So these are all the options available. After that, simply click on this publish button, and it will publish your form. So next up, you have this share tab that you can use to share your form. Let's copy this URL from here, and let's try this URL in a new tab. So right here you can see there is the form. I'll click on this begin, and then we can fill out all of these details in the form fields that we have created. Next up, we have this integrate button. You can embed this form or this survey using the HTML code. So right here you can see here is the embed code. You can copy this embed code, or you can copy the iframe code, whichever you want to use. Both work the same way. So for example, you have a WordPress website and you want to include this BlockSurvey into your WordPress website. Just simply copy this from here and then go to your WordPress website and use a text widget to insert this iframe code on your website, and it will automatically fetch the data from this BlockSurvey. If you want to include the widget, you can create a widget for that, and if you want to use the webhooks, you can use the webhooks as well. Right here you have responses. So from here you can check that how many responses you have and what is the data inside this responsive, and in this tab you can check the analytics about this particular form. So this is all about this blog survey. If you think there is something for you, make sure to have a look at their platform. I'll drop their link in the description of this video. I hope you have learned something new from this video. If you have learned something new from this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell icon to get the latest video updates. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.